Conky, Bruno Fernandes. Nacho trying to find himself some space. Confirm the substitutions for the ACN All-Stars in just a sec. Just putting them in some sort of order for you. So we're doing that. Just too big for Chido-Obi to get on the end of.
There's only 3 that are surviving: the goalkeeper, Mo Khan and Harrison Delbridge. The rest are all changes. And by all means, if I'm wrong, which happens, Liam,
every now and then. So Fandi's come on for Aguinaldo, Pedro on for Ngoyan. Chido-Obi has an opportunity here, gets the cross in, and away by Delbridge. Did really well, Chido-Obi, to get to that on the byline. So sort of wait, didn't he, for the reinforcements to arrive. Fletcher. Joao Pedro's on for Ngoyan, Azmi on for Lambert, Segicic on for Takuli, and Reyes has made way for Juan Duck Ngoyan as well.
That's the sort of pass that you want to receive as a wide player. Have it fizzed into you so it doesn't give the defender the time to make the ground open. Allows you to get the ball out your feet and build up a head of steam, decide which way you want to go, make it difficult. And it's all because of the pass that Ahmad receives there from Toby Collier.
Standing over this. Swung in, headed away. Fernandes on the volley. Well, certainly got the capability to get over the top of those on this occasion. Just gets underneath it.
And the goalkeeper was impeded by one of his own players who ended up heading it away, but it only came out as far as Bruno Fernandes. Delbridge it was. Useful in both boxes. Communication there, keeps his eye on it, Bruno. Good contact, but like we've seen a couple of shots from both sides in this game, always rising.
Throwing over on the far side as we hit the hour mark. Read by Tyler Fredrickson. Good strength from Godwill Kakonki. Offside flag will go up against Chido-Obi here. Also, not going to be able to get that. It's good goalkeeping from Fatih Rakhamite. Sometimes you've got to help the goalkeeper out, haven't you? Save him taking his gloves off. Had to tie a goalkeeper's bootlaces, Ben?
No.
Would you have refused?
Yeah.
Why does that not surprise me? Do it yourself with your gloves on. Some jobs in football that are just reserved for centre halves. Is that one of them?
Well, it's a goalkeeper, isn't it? I'd give him a pair of Kenny Everett's gloves. Go on, time now. They're a different breed, goalkeepers.
Showing both your outlook and your age in one sentence, right there. I'd give him a pair of Kenny Everett gloves. Go and look it up, kids. Maybe don't. Get your parents' permission first. Kukonki. They're going to need to find some pace if they're going to break down this Asian All-Stars side. It's a far better result for them than it is for Manchester United as it stands. Took the ball over the top. Garnacho in the penalty area. Checks back. Can he finish? Gives it to Chido Obi. The whistle goes for offside against the Manchester United number 17.
Ooh. I didn't spot that.
That's because he wasn't offside.
No, I didn't think he was.
Not by a long stretch.
It's a really poor decision.
Yeah, that's not great.
Mason, put your flag down.
I'm sure he was. Wishful thinking that, Ben.
No, he was clearly onside there.
All-Stars looking to find a way through. Chido Obi puts in what looked like a decent challenge, but Ben Davies goes to ground, and they have a free kick. Davies playing for Uthai Thani. Not a very traditional Thai name, Ben Davies, but he is a Thai international. 7 goals and 3 assists in 30 league appearances this season. We're going to have some more changes here. Yeah, handball in that situation. Mando and Manvi Ngoya onto the field. Garnacho plucks this one out of the sky. Quickly closed down. Managed to keep that in somehow. And the referee's going to give Manchester United the throw-in over on that far side. Positive since he's come on, Ben, Alejandro Garnacho?
Yeah, it has been. I thought that with the introduction of him and Ahmad, it certainly might create that injection of pace and creativity in the final third of the pitch.
Chance in the area here for Chido Obi, who is being wrestled and having his shirt pulled, but not enough for the referee to penalise it. Good run from Fletcher in the first place.
Good header as well. You just see, Irfan Fandi, he's got
fistfuls.
Yeah.
I think that works both ways. Looks like Chido Obi's got a good grip of the shirt as well. Johnny Evans has just miscontrolled that. Forward from Asian All-Stars, not brilliant. Fredrickson finds Fletcher. Fletcher's got Ahmad on the run down the right hand side. It's a good ball into Ahmad as well, into the space in front of him. Left alone by Bruno Fernandes. Collier tidies up. Garnacho steps onto his right foot, but invited the challenge, and the challenge came.
Yeah, he went into traffic. Outside would have been a better option.
Pedro trying to cause some problems. It comes to Van Veen and Goyen. Pedro. Goyen. Delbridge. Fandy leaves this one alone. Ends up with Louis Mandol.
So, I think we lost Mo Khan and Adib Rayap.
Yep. Came on in the first half. Adib Rayap. Ahmad. Fredrickson. Collier is impeded, dragged back. Referee gives the free kick. Here is Jimmy Thwaites, going to come on to replace Tyler Fletcher.
Done well, Tyler Fletcher.
Yeah. And this heat, he's given it a quick blast, hasn't he? For 20 minutes from half time. And for those of you that haven't seen Jim Thwaites, central midfielder, good passing ability, excellent dead ball delivery. Scored 4 or 5 goals from set pieces this season, Jimmy Thwaites. Certainly can strike one. Garnacho back to Evans. Hamas to Kukonki. Bruno Fernandes wants the ball to keep moving. You can see him gesturing with that right hand as Kukonki plays the pass. Fredrickson tries to split the lines, finds Fernandes. Jimmy Thwaites trying to return that to Bruno. The tackle from Fredrickson prevents the forward pass from Davis. Ball forward is going to be cut out by the veteran Tom Heaton. Another excellent servant to the football club, Tom Heaton. A couple of spells now. Fernandes inside into Thwaites. Thwaites out to Ahmad. Ahmad gets it across. Chido Obi shifted onto his left foot, needs some space, gets the shot away, but intercepted by Delbridge.
Just a little bit of injection from Bruno Fernandes, setting that attack going. Not quite sure why Chido Obi didn't opt to strike the ball first time when it came to him. Maybe he didn't have the view in front of him to test the goalkeeper.
Pedro back to Delbridge. Field to Doe. Delbridge. Cleared away by Patiwak Kamai. Ruben Amorim cutting a frustrated figure in the technical area. Fredrickson and Ahmad. Bruno Fernandes, lovely flick to Chido Obi, looking to find some space. Can't find the space in the end, hits the shot but deflects through.
Well, he's trying to be positive, Chido Obi, but again, it's just that always comes with experience and playing more matches. Just trying to find somebody in a better position from time to time. Might be more worth his while. But he is being positive.
Slipped through brilliantly, a real opportunity for AC and All Stars. They've opened the scoring. Wang Wang Luin. A brilliant ball through to find the number 11, and he laces it home right-footed. And on 70 minutes, Manchester United are behind. AC and All-Stars 1, Manchester United 0.
Well, it's a great ball. It's a really great ball. Complete defence splitting pass. It's a very, very composed finish as well by Wang Win. Just a little bit of space. I said that he was lively in the first couple of minutes of seeing him, Segacic, and it's a really, really good spot. Plays the ball inside Godwill Kokonki, who won't be happy with his positioning. Just needs to open his body out a little bit so he can see, but take nothing away from the pass from Segacic. It's a good finish from Lewin. United are behind and they've not really looked like threatening in this second half, but like I said, it's a very true finish and they're in front.
Well, he knows where the back of the net is, Wang Lewin. Bit of a legend for his country, Myanmar. Now has 65 caps and 12 goals for Myanmar. Plays his football at Lamphun. He's now scored against Manchester United. Deft finish inside the penalty area. Manchester United with 20 minutes or so to play here. And they don't have any more men to turn to, so it will be this 11 that need to get themselves back in this game. And not only that, but to get on and win it. Unless you're going to bring Antay Bayindir on at centre forward. Given away. Comes in from Fredrickson. Johnny Evans calmly tidies up. Thwaite. Kokonki. Amas. Garnacho's going to have a sprint down the left-hand side. Fernandes. Thwaites fires it into the feet of Ahmad. Ahmad evades the challenge. Kokonki pushed high. Harry Amas. Manchester United really struggling to break down this ASEAN All-Stars side. They are so compact in that centre third of the field. Bruno Fernandes is held by Harrison Delbridge. He's still on the field. He's the only one on both sides to still be on the park from the first whistle. Harrison Delbridge. Just gets a little tight there to Bruno Fernandes and then holds him. And there's the only other player that has been playing since minute one.
Sorry, outfield player.
I knew what you meant. I wasn't trying to pick you up on it.
Well, you just did.
I was. Patiwak Kamai. Fernandes has assumed responsibilities. No, it's Ahmad that fires it goalwards. It's a comfortable one in the end for the goalkeeper.
Yeah, very comfortable.
There's not quite enough on it, was there, to really cause the goalkeeper any problems? And
no, it would have bounced, wouldn't it? If he'd have let it, the goalkeeper, it would have bounced and come up into his arms if he'd have been standing on his goal line. That was it to come and collect it on the full. I'd be disappointed with that, Ahmad.
Thwaite. Comes back to Fredrickson, sweeps it across, right-footed to Johnny Evans. 240-something Manchester United appearances for Johnny Evans, 241 it was in the end. 8 goals. Premier League winners' medal, European Cup winners' medal, FA Cup winners' medal, League Cup winners' medal.
Marvellous career. Thoroughly deserved.
Yeah, really good guy as well. Ball is down the left, and Harry Amas allows the challenge to come in from his right-hand side. Mark of the man as well. We were watching the Aston Villa game, last game of the season, and Christian Eriksen was trying to give the penalty to Johnny Evans, and Johnny Evans laughed at him and said, "Me, you're having a laugh, aren't you?" Jimmy Thwaites, with the effort from the edge of the 18-yard box, rifles it over the top. And then gave Christian Eriksen the penalty, which he converted.
And he does what all good midfielders should do and backs up the play. You never know, and it did fall for him. And you could just see the little jump at the end when he was disappointed that he didn't manage to get it on target as it sat up for him, Jim Thwaites.
He is capable, Jim Thwaites, from that range. United just a bit over-exuberant in that challenge. Heel is only going to find Toby Collier. Collier finds Thwaites. Helped on to Bruno Fernandes. Back to Toby Collier. Toby Collier, who is another one who picked up an injury towards the back end of the season, just after he'd started breaking into the first team. He's now back and available again, and another one that has a very bright future, Toby Collier. Bruno Fernandes, Chino Obi. Good ball out to the left-hand side, but Harry Amas is just not anticipating it.
I think he thought that it was actually going to be cut out by the defender, so he stopped his run, and when it wasn't, he needed to get back on his front foot again. If he'd have continued his run, it would have been straight into his path.
Fredrickson to Ahmad. Ahmad prevents that from trickling out of play. Been kept in as well. Tom Heaton back to Johnny Evans. They are the two elder statesmen of Manchester United. Tom Heaton, best part 40 years old. Johnny Evans, 37. Nearly 80 years between them. Just no penetration, is there, from Manchester United? They get to those wide positions and then nothing into the penalty area, Ben.
No, sometimes you just got to take the onus yourself. Harry Amas is in that position. There we go.
Lovely. Chino Obi. Cleared away.
It was a good block that from Rudianto.
Collier to Fredrickson. Ahmad. Just looking for a little bit of space, Ahmad. Not being given any. Maybe Jimmy Thwaites can find some out here. Evans, Kukonki, Amas. Kukonki back to Amas, going to find Garnacho again. Now Alejandro Garnacho was under a bit of pressure, wanted to keep hold of possession.
Yeah, they're not really giving Ahmad and Alejandro Garnacho any time.
Good from Garnacho though, from Bruno Fernandes. Garnacho plays it back to Fernandez, but doesn't see the retreating midfielder. Over it goes. Ahmad on the volley. Would have been onside, I think. Head in hands. It was a clever ball forward by Bruno Fernandes if he had managed to restrain that run. Oh, it was tight, wasn't it?
He was off though. It was tight, but he was off.
And the flag does go up. Would have been some technique from there, Ben.
It would.
Change of goalkeeper. Kamai makes way, and Zeke Nadsley to replace it. Warwick, can it's Rebumfin onto the field as well. Has Warwick on the back of his shirt? Maybe we should just go with that.
I think so. Although your pronunciation was excellent.
Thank you, I've been practicing all night, like I said. Don't ask me to do it again, mind you. It's been all Manchester United in terms of possession in this half. Just haven't really had anywhere near enough penetration, Ben.
No, that's a great ball. Oh, was it that?
Shoulder is what the officials have adjudged. Collier slaps his thigh in frustration.
I'm not quite sure why he put so much on that pass. It literally bounced on the touchline.
Is he trying to maybe get it on the outside of his boot to curl it away, and he's just caught it too thick, potentially? Thwaites. Ahmad. Fredrickson to Evans. Drops on the edge of the box for Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes tries one. It's well blocked again. So many bodies in the way. Thread in the eye of a needle. Collier to Kukonki. Amas takes his man on. Amas pulls it back to Bruno Fernandes, leaves this alone for Collier. Ahmad. Johnny Evans slips it through to Bruno Fernandes, lifts it into the box towards Chido Obi, but cleared away.
Well, they've got the goal, and a good goal it was too. And now they just don't want to concede. They've got everybody back behind the ball.
Good challenge from Harry Amas. It's going to be a Manchester United throw-in too. Evans. Just starting to run out of ideas, Manchester United. Amas. Garnacho makes the run. Bruno Fernandes is going to try and find that run. Does so brilliantly. Pulls it across the 18-yard box brilliantly. Alejandro Garnacho does everything right, and nobody has gambled in the middle.
Everything. He knew what he wanted to do, and the execute was brilliant. He's offside.
Flag has stayed down. Eventually it does go up. Good stop from Tom Heaton. Sharply down to his left. Flag took an eternity to go up over on that far side.
And it's a really good contact from Alejandro Garnacho. And just looking for somebody on rushing, and nobody was there.
Goes again. Alejandro Garnacho turned out for a corner. Well, Alejandro Garnacho has been bright in this second half. That is not a great clearance. That's caused Ben physical distress. Just a grimace of pain creeps across his face in the commentary box. Now can't find the words. Goodness me.
I think everybody knows, don't they? It must be so frustrating as an outfield player to watch a goalkeeper with all that width of grass to play the ball into and it gets straight out of play. I understand sometimes it's forced upon you, but not from a goal kick. Just shouldn't happen.
Well, Manchester United still have the opportunity of taking this game to penalties. Evans to Fredrickson. Ahmad. Cross comes in, is easily tidied up. Kokonki gets there, but can't pick the pass. And now a chance to come in the opposite direction. Van Veen. Oricic comes back to Delbridge. Well, with just over 2 minutes to go, Manchester United need to try and A, get the ball back, and B, find a way through, which they haven't managed to do for the entirety of this second half.
No. And they've not really come that close to doing it either. Yeah, they won't score unless they get the ball back.
Well, easy enough, Stars. Yeah, doing their level best to keep hold of it. Chido Obi. Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes knows he can't play that first time right-footed because the wind was in the way. Does get the switch on there. Garnacho. Does it go from distance? Had to try something.
We've seen a lot of strikes, haven't we, today that have gone very high.
60 seconds of normal time remaining. Athlete gets it out to the left, can't be kept in play. Is there a chance coming for Manchester United? Evans. Tavita Kokonki. Garnacho. Work round the corner nicely. Kokonki finds Garnacho. Expectations raised. Garnacho gets the byline, looks to put the cross in. Takes a big deflection and is headed away. Collier underneath it. Kokonki misses that challenge and then pulls back is Oppo, and we are going to see the first and probably only yellow card of the game. Hard for the referee to do anything different there.
No. I mean, you don't want to be booking players in games like this, but when it comes to that, And he was away, wasn't he, as well? That was the thing. So he had to do it.
Yellow card for the Manchester United centre-back. Van Vee. Infield to Warachit. Nguyen.
I'm not sure what he's seeing there. Just keep the ball. And man going outside you. No need to be playing crossfield passes. And a 5-yard one, 10-yard one will do to keep possession for your team.
Amas flicks it outside to Garnacho. Kokonki back to Garnacho. Amas going to get the cross in too, deflects on the way in, and it's out for a corner. Or maybe this is the final opportunity for Manchester United from the corner. We are in typical Manchester United equaliser territory. Stoppage time. Garnacho swings one in over the head of Chido-Obi and misread the flight. Did Ahmad. Does retrieve the ball though. Bruno Fernandes thinks about the first time ball into the penalty area. Comes inside instead to Harry Amas. Kokonki. Garnacho gets past the first one. Garnacho has the effort. Turned away. Another good block goes in. And plenty of those in the second half.
Yeah, they've done well, to be fair. And they've been compact when they've defended. And they've got the blocks in when they've needed to. You can imagine that will probably just about see them over the line with the very decent goal that they scored.
An exhibition game. Post-season friendly with just one goal in it, Ben.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often, does it?
As a turn up for the books. Collier slides in. Amas can't quite get there. Ahead of Rizaldi. And a punching tackle goes in.
Now.
Adrian Segicic, the man from Sydney, catching Johnny Evans.
I'm not so sure the booking was for him. I think it was for the subsequent kicking of the ball towards Tom Heaton's goal. I might be wrong. It looked like he was reaching for his pocket for a card.
Sometimes tricky to spot when you're on these TV pictures. Maybe an opportunity in the other direction here. Bruno Fernandes trying to get there. He's run away from him. Here's a real chance in the penalty area for Segicic. What a tackle that is. Well, it needed to be absolutely perfect from Jim Thwaites, and he slides in brilliantly.
Yeah, it's brilliant from Jim Thwaites, it really is. He gets back. Segicic has looked lively. He gets a bit of a ricochet from Johnny Evans who falls, and then that is a brilliant tackle. Okay, it might not affect the result, but look at that.
It's a long busting run to get there as well.
Yeah, and it's not easy. Not easy. And that will leave an indelible mark, I think, on Ruben Amorim as these seconds tick by.
Short corner. Full-time whistle goes, and Manchester United have been shocked by the Asian All-Stars. Wang Lin in the second half with a deft finish over the top of Tom Heaton after a lovely ball through. Manchester United unable to break the deadlock. Had opportunities in the second half with Chido-Obi, Bruno Fernandes letting fly, Alejandro Garnacho too, but could not break down a compact and committed Asian All-Stars side. It means that at full time, it's Asian All-Stars 1, Manchester United 0. Ben Thornley, they will be a little bit disappointed, Manchester United.
I think they will. Yeah, I think they will. And as we said at the start, the result doesn't matter, but I still think that Ruben Amorim would have wanted to see his players do the right things and do the right things well. And that didn't really happen. I know that the conditions are difficult, but everybody played no more than 45 minutes, so I think that he would probably be expecting a little bit more by means of chances created and runs in behind. Listen, it doesn't matter to that extent, but I still feel as though the manager will be slightly disappointed, not having lost the game, but just didn't see some of the things that he would have expected.
I think the academy players have acquitted themselves pretty well, though. That's a real positive to take away, and none more so than Jimmy Thwaites with that last-ditch tackle.
Well, that was probably the best thing that we saw in the half, was for him to get back there and make an unbelievable recovering challenge after running, sort of 40, 50 yards. And Ruben Amorim will remember that. I mean, there wasn't much to remember about the game, but something like that happened so late on, it sticks in people's minds, and it certainly will with the manager, I'm sure.
Let's take a look at the goal, shall we, that made the difference in the end between these two. It was eventually a lovely ball through. Godwill Kokonki just getting caught in no man's land there, but as it was slipped through, it's a brilliant finish from Wang Lin.
Yeah, Segicic, who was tackled by Jim Thwaites towards the end, I could see that in his first couple of touches he looked quite lively, and given the opportunity might make things happen, and it's his ball that he slips inside Godwill Kokonki, who was unaware of Wang Lin over his shoulder, and it was a really, really good finish. And trust me, they're not easy on these pitches because they can be a little bit uneven, but he got right over it and side foot with enough power to take it past Tom Heaton's outstretched right hand.
Nothing that Tom Heaton can do about that either. Once you're in that one-on-one position, if it's a good enough finish, it's going past you, and no goalkeeper in the world, I don't think, is getting anywhere near that. It's a really good finish.
Yeah, he comes out to narrow the angle, as he should have done, but it was the positioning really of Godwill Kokonki that will be the most disappointing thing for Ruben Amorim. He just didn't open his body out. He wasn't aware of the run from Wang Lin, and he just steadies himself, and with enough power, side foot, and it's straight past Tom Heaton, and that was the winning goal, and a good one at that.
I think United will be frustrated that at the lack of opportunity that they created all the way through that second half. Had some really bright moments in Alejandro Garnacho down that left-hand side where he was on the overlap with Harry Amas, but never really came to anything. I think the best opportunity was the ball that was played over the top by Bruno to Garnacho, and he squared it all the way to the penalty spot, and nobody had made the run into the centre.
Yeah, if you ignore the offside that was given with the run that he made earlier in the half, but yeah, that was a really good ball, right piece of thinking. I just don't think that with the system that Ruben Amorim has adopted here, that the wing backs do enough to drive defences back. They always have a tendency to cut back, and I'm talking both sides, not just one. And sometimes, you want to see your wide players going on the outside of defenders. At the very least, you will get a corner.
Manchester United players saying thank you to the fans around the National Stadium here in Kuala Lumpur as a group, wandering around and applauding. There is a cup here that will be presented to the ASEAN All-Stars. I think the Manchester United players just really making sure that the fans around the stadium who have spent their money and come out to see them are given a little bit of love. Nice to be able to do that, and they are hugely well received, aren't they, in this part of the world?
Yeah, they do. They do love Manchester United in Southeast Asia, and Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur is no different. Adoring fans.
It's Hong Kong next for this Manchester United side, all bar three of them. I know three of them are having to make a little diversion off to India, but they do face a side in Hong Kong next, and I think Ruben Amorim will want a little bit more, certainly to show that they're doing the right things.
Yeah, he will. He will want more. It cut to him a couple of times in the pictures, and he didn't seem too enamoured with the way that the team had played, and he'll be looking for improvements vast improvements, I think, when they go to Hong Kong on Friday.
Ben, thank you very much indeed. Manchester United unable to get the win against the ASEAN All-Stars. A goal from Muang Luin in the second half. The difference between the two sides at full time at the National Stadium in Kuala Lumpur. ASEAN All-Stars 1, Manchester United 0.